Welcome back to another episode of Creative Lens. I'm your host, Uncle Dyce, aka Malume. Firstly, compliments of the new year. Today is the 11th of January 2025. We survived December and we're back again. Today's guest is a very special human, someone I really love, and a human that's been there since I've been outside shooting. He has been very instrumental in allowing me into the spaces that, where we create. He's somebody that I chat with every time. My little brother, the nephew, the plug, the one and only, Mr. Jason, aka Disposable Memories. What up?
Shut up, man. Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm well, man. Again, like I was saying, I'm a bit overwhelmed today.
Why?
There's a lot going on.
Okay.
But we're here.
We're here.
After a couple of, back and forth, mishaps.
Mishaps.
We're here.
Oh, man.
I'm blessed.
Happy Saturday. Compliments of the new year.
Likewise. I've seen you every day.
I know, like I haven't seen you.
December, guys, please. How many times are we going to...
How was December?
December treated me well. A lot of hard work, and there's always more to be done. But a lot of hard work went into this December. Yeah, man.
How you feeling about it? How was the work? How was the shoots? Have you seen the work? Obviously, it's translating.
Yeah, the work is definitely translating. Again, it's been good. Thank you for everybody who's booked me and who's just got me on board.
Yeah, man.
The events.
The events have been good.
Yeah. Shout out.
How was which event was the highlight for you?
The highlight, I think they like there's 4 potentially, but like
okay.
Gotta shout out the homies, Broke and Clip Drift.
Oh yeah, shout out to them, man. Between friends, yeah.
Best day ever was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Jerk and Jollof, and then the Catering Order, the Milk and Cookies guys. Shout out.
That was dope, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So how's Cape Town?
Cape Town. Today the weather's nice.
It's nice and sunny.
It's nice and sunny. I'm about to be out here in a bit. By the time this comes out, I'll probably be back. But
You'll probably be back. Yeah.
I'm leaving this sunny weather to go to London for 2 weeks. So
snap! Yeah. Oh wow,
yeah,
man. So Jason, man, welcome to the Creative Lens. It's eventually happened after a bit of chasing each other around. But in fairness, you've also been busy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You've also been quite busy. So I think that's also part of it. I guess you're also the third Capetonian, actually. Chloe's from here, Jess is from here, and then you are from the original pure players from the city, Cape Town.
Born and raised.
Yeah, born and raised, man. So maybe let's just start from the beginning. Who's Jason?
Jason is just a kid from Bonteville, not too far from the city. Bonteville, small town. Not small, but like...
Do you know, I used to stay Kwalanga, and I used to go and drink in Bonteville. I have a crazy Bonteville story,
We'll get into that.
I was bought a horse in Bonteville, you know that. Yeah, man. Yeah. So back to you.
Yeah, born and raised in Bonteville. Grew up, went to school there, and then I forced my mom, or just tried and forced my mom to get me to go to high school in town, which by God's grace, she sent me to town.
So how was that? So is this high school was grade 8?
Grade 8, yeah.
Yeah, so tell us more about high school. What were you guys getting up to in the city?
Bro, nothing. Like at the time, like I think I was just floating. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. My mom and uncle or a couple of family members were like, you should do medicine, and I'm like, I don't have the capacity. I don't have the facilities to do medicine. Like I'm not that good. But I knew I wanted to do art in some capacity.
So was this like a feeling at the time?
Yeah, it was a feeling. Again, personally, it's different for everybody. But just growing up in Bonteville, I didn't feel like I had like the support, and I didn't know where to go or access certain things. So that's why one of the steps was going to town. Like, I just want to be in the city.
In the city. and everything else sort of like plays from there.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh wow! So tell us more about this time of your life. You know, you navigating the space. You knew you wanted to be a creative. So there wasn't anything like I want to be a journalist, I want to be a geologist, I want to be a nurse. I'm just saying, was it just focused on just being a creative for you?
No, it wasn't about being a creative. Like, I just liked creative things.
Okay.
I didn't know, I wanted to do something in that field, but I didn't know what it was. So then, again, like I said, I was just floating.
And just moving from there.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I wanted to do was, I love the stars.
Wow.
So I wanted to do, astrology. Again,
Really?
I didn't have, it was a wild shot in the air, but like, that's something that I wanted to do. But again, it's not something that I was serious about.
Yeah.
I genuinely just love the stars and want to do.
So then, how does your journey develop then from that time? And you're in this space of discovery, you're thinking about a lot of things. How do you then tap into that creative space? Was it through a friend?
Yeah.
Was it through a cousin? Because earlier on when we were just chatting before the show, you spoke about how you got started, how you just got exposed to cameras. And maybe let's just go back to that. Yeah. Did you have a camera when you were growing up? Was that part of something you had?
No cameras in the household.
Wow.
I'd come from school and just watch TV. Dragon Ball Z. That was it. Just come home from school, do homework, and watch TV. There was no camera, but people's gonna be shocked when I say this. But there was a little bit of singing.
What?
I sang in church.
Really?
Yeah. So there was that, and then I got connected to sort of cameras through one of my friends. Her name is Nicole. Shout out to Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole. Is she still shooting?
She's still a photographer.
In the city?
I think so. Yeah, I think. Yeah,
wouldn't you find Nicole? Her page is somewhere here.
I'll link. We'll link her work somewhere. She's amazing. Nicole, and then my cousin Andrew. Link his work as well. What a guy.
So was he a photographer? Your cousin Andrew?
He had. So let's go to Nicole first.
Yeah.
So Nicole was a photographer. She studied at. I can't remember the name of the college.
Was it CPUT?
No.
Cape Varsity?
I can't remember.
One of those, yeah.
She was doing photography. Loved her work. Still do. She put me on. She was like, "You should do photography. You'll be good at it." And I was like, "Nah, I don't think I will." Like, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And then my cousin, who had a film camera at the time, also this is around like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
He had this film camera he got from his dad, and he brought it whenever we went out. Just hang out together, he'd always have it with him. So I was like, this thing is cool. He's like, hey, you should get one. It takes film. I was like, bet. That day I went home, researched film cameras.
So was this through the internet, I take it, at the time?
Yeah. Just checking different film cameras, which ones are the best.
Yeah.
And like most of us, we all start with a little point and shoot.
Yeah.
Which I picked up at Algorithm.
So what point of shoot was it 35 mil?
Yeah, 35 mil. It had a 35 mil lens as well. I think it was like f3.2. The aperture on there had a flash.
Do you remember the camera?
A Canon. I'm gonna butcher it. It was a Canon.
The Canon.
I have a picture, so I'll
oh, wow. Okay. So you started this camera. Do you remember any pictures that you took of these?
With that camera?
Yeah, the camera.
I have a bunch.
What?
Yeah, I'll put them up here. I can send it to you.
No, please do.
That camera held me down for like a year.
Really? So what were you shooting? Tell us more of the story, your adventures with this camera. What were you shooting at this time?
At the time, fairly new into just photography.
And you started with film.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's how I started. I was shooting just like street stuff, photography. And landscapes. That's what I aimed to shoot, and also at the time I was on YouTube. That's where I learned about photography. So, there's this guy Willem Verbeek, King Japes. I think that's his name. Those are the guys that I was looking at because they were also thrifting cameras.
Yes.
Those types of things. So that's
wow. And were you like taking pictures of folks at home at this time?
here and there, not really focused on folks at home until about later on, where I just started bringing my like a sort of a Nikon that I bought, 35mm Nikon.
Wow. And were you like just, so I take it this time, since you're doing film, where were you printed this out? Was it still Cape Town Film Supply?
No. At the time, there was no Cape Film Supply.
Wow, what was
the
there?
two places were Tot Hills Pharmacy, which is still in town, and then Cameraland.
Oh yeah, shout out to Cameraland.
Cameraland helped. Initially, it was Cameraland and then Tot Hills.
Wow.
Cameraland held me down also. Shout out.
So these prints, do you have them laying around at home?
It's at my mom's house. I put them in a box. So
Wow.
it's at my mom's
So were they still giving digital support with the prints at the time?
So they gave a CD, negatives, and then like I don't want to call it a contact sheet. I don't think it's a contact sheet, but like just a small,
with all the
with the frames,
in there. Wow, that's I mean, that's actually crazy, man. And is there, from your whole entire collection at the time when you were shooting, is there an image today you can always, sometimes you can always go back and say, this one here, what's the one? This one, what's the one? I mean, do you remember any one of those pictures that were like, where you saw, you were like, you know what? Shit, I got this one.
There's actually a bunch, like there's a bunch of photos where, again, it was like a trip with my cousin and my uncle. We were at sites, and like just in and around waterfront. I also love shooting in black and white. Yeah, just like yourself, love shooting in black and white. Yeah, and then just that's that photo set. It was shot on Kodak 400 TX. Also, the journalist used that, so I was like, I need to. This is what I need to use. Yeah,
for real. Yeah. Oh wow, man! And how do things develop from this? Okay, you got the camera. So at the time, were you thinking, were you thinking college? Were you thinking I'm going to be an entrepreneur? Where was your mindset at this time?
At the time, so I didn't go to university or to college. Like I went to work straight out of high school.
Out of high school, okay.
I'm a 9-to-5 brew. I went to go work in a call center.
And how was that?
I still work in the same still for the same company. I don't do call center stuff anymore.
You just grown through it.
Yeah, I've grown through the company.
So the 8 to 5 is the key hustle. Yeah. And then you're still shooting. Yeah. So how are you navigating that space? At what point then were you still calling yourself a photographer at this stage, or you were just, I'm doing photography? How was it?
I called it, whenever anybody asked me,
yeah,
oh, you're a photographer? I said, nah, it's just a hobby. I'm a hobbyist.
You're a hobbyist.
That was me. Like, I'm not, like, because people, the moment you say you're a photographer, I felt like people's going to take me serious. I'm just doing this thing for fun.
Do you know what's actually crazy?
Doing this thing for fun.
I mean, if you're not really in the space of photography, even the word hobbyist by itself, it's actually such a big word that the average person who's not in the space will not even understand what a hobbyist is. You know, that like for the longest time, I would say, no, I used to be a hobbyist too, and I was also like dabbling like that. And after time, they'll be like, what's that?
Also, you know what it is? It's like you scared to call yourself a photographer. You yourself be like, photography it's a bit too serious. Let me hide here by a hobbyist.
You know what? Someone once said to me, like a friend of mine once said something quite interesting to me about it. I think he then said, a plumber who doesn't finish plumbing school is still a plumber.
Powerful.
And it's not like a hobbyist plumber or anything else like that. And I think his point was just, the minute you just take pictures, you are a photographer. And I think for him, it's just about owning the space. You just own it in the sense of when you look at the body of work that you have done, that kind of like proves that. So back to you. So at that point, you were a hobbyist. So what was the transition stage for you? So at this time, this is 2019?
2019. Yeah,
just pre-COVID?
2018. Yeah, 2018,
okay.
2019.
And how was that journey for you at the time? How often were you shooting?
Every chance that I would buy film every weekend.
Wow.
At the time, film was cheap. Like you could pick up like 5 rolls.
Wow.
Like maybe 5 rolls. You walk out of Tot Hills with the brown paper bag, like with 4 or 5 different film types. Like you could go crazy. So I'd buy that and then shoot on my way to work in the taxi, anything that I could before I leave the house.
Wow.
And I think sort of the transition bit happened when I met Mzwa, I think. Mzwa from
So how did you guys meet? Maybe let's jump into there. What happened now at this time?
Me and Mzwa, we met at a it was a what do you call this thing? Like an event, sort of like a thrift event.
Yeah.
At the time, Broke wasn't known as the storeroom, but that was the sort of name they were moving with. The storeroom, and I think it's still active if I'm not mistaken.
Was it the storeroom?
The storeroom, and a friend invited me out
to come to the storeroom. So this was run by what we now know as Broke.
Yeah.
Wow.
The homies from Broke. I went there. I was all alone. I met this lovely lady, Kanisa. She was like, "Are you alone? Just join me." Kanisa was with Mzwa. And Mzwa also just open arms welcomed me, and he said I should come to OBM and YT because he worked there at the time.
Wow! So this is early days. This is early Broke days.
Yeah, this is early.
Wow!
For all of us.
And so this is like 2019, 2020.
No. This is around like this is between 2017 and 19.
Wow!
Yeah, 2017 and 19.
Man, do you have any footage from the time of the guys at the time?
A bunch, yeah. We can go in the
no, we need to see something from the archives, man.
We can go in the
so
archives.
Then you meet Mzwa at the point through Kanisa. How does that journey continue from there?
Through after that, I met Bino, and that's how I got into the creative space through sort of that was the link.
Okay.
Mzwa just thought I was just a cool bro, and I was just like, damn, I'm just this guy. I don't know anybody. Like, I just want to experience what
what's
life
happening
is like
at the time.
Just again from someone who's from Bonteville, I haven't seen, outside of that.
Yeah.
Young kids as myself
doing stuff.
Yeah, and then that was the entry point, and then documenting them. Just my friends, because that's what they are.
So then at the time now, how does that happen? Because we then see the work. I mean, now it lives online. So were you being intentional about it at the time? Or were you like, I'm going to shoot these guys, or I'm going to shoot my friends? What was that at the time?
Yeah, it, like I said, it's just, hobbyists.
Yeah.
It's nothing serious. I just want to document my friends and shoot whoever's like, wants to bring a vision to life.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of people who reached out and was like, we'd love to just, work together, brands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name drop.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna name drop. Iconic Black was one of the brands that I worked with earlier on. This is homie. I think it's these brands called Degenerates.
Wow. Okay.
Those are the two brands that sort of was the first to work with me, and Broke, obviously Ace opened the door for me there, which is.
Do you remember the first shoot you did with Broke?
Yeah, it was the lookbook. the first lookbook. That was the first one.
Wow, that's amazing. That's actually like amazing. And how does that happen now? From there, how was your confidence then at the time? Were you like, shit, I'm not a photographer, I'm still a hobbyist? Were you still dabbling in between the two?
At that time, I think that was the
aha moment.
The sort of the aha moment where it's like, okay, Ace, this is the Broke is coming back. Like, it's the relaunch of Broke. Ace is trusting me with the visual, making these pieces look good, visually with the model. So I was like, nah, I have to execute this. I have to do it right.
So at this time now, what's your process now for in terms of your touch points for inspiration, right? Are you actively on Instagram at the time? Are you YouTubing? What's driving your sense of like taste at the time?
Yeah, so at the time it was YouTube.
Okay.
And then obviously Instagram, because that's where I was living also at the time. Just inspiration I was getting from Instagram, and then Ace also just sent some references, and then we just bounced off of that.
Wow.
That's how that came about.
And then that's how everything happens from there. Yeah. Okay, so then at this stage now, you're still shooting for broke. This is pre-COVID, right?
Yeah, pre-COVID.
Right, you're still 100% shooting on film.
Yes, at the time, still film.
Still film.
No digital camera. None. I was trusting the process.
Yeah, you know, Jesse says that, you know, you were... Okay, Jesse told me that you are the plug for film. He was like, each time when you put him onto film.
Shout out, man. I don't think I did, but if that is the case, shout out.
Yeah, man. But your involvement with film is quite instrumental in the sense of just you having that camera. Because I recall, you know, we spoke about when he covered Cape Town FC at Athlone Stadium and how nervous he was around that, and just your support around that. And the fact that you have been the go-to guy for film. And just tell us more about the film cameras you've had over the years.
I've had a couple. Like I was at one point I was a warder of film cameras.
For real?
I used to hold on to it. Like, I had a Canon A1. Wow. I have a Nikon FE2.
Wow.
I have a Canon 514 XL. It's a Super 8 camera. I had a Mamiya 645, which I sold. I sold the A1 also.
What?
I had 2 point and shoot.
You're the guy.
I warded that. I loved it. I still do, but like it's a bit expensive now. So it's just, you know.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
Take a bite out of your
pocket. Because the film is just become almost like this. Once the cool kids got a hold of film like that, it's now just almost become like an aesthetic that. It's now become more of an aesthetic more than anything else, because to your point, it's just become quite expensive to do.
And I think because of that, I think it's coming back into where it's expensive. Not everybody's gonna want to buy film for that, just off of
that reason.
So now those who do it,
make it count.
You'll see their work. And
are you into medium format? Because I've just been going crazy about medium format for a bit.
Yeah, I shot some. I shot the first broke lookbook. I shot on medium format. Like
what?
It was that time also for me. It was just experimenting with cameras and trying out different cameras. And I shot that on medium format. On the Mamiya 645.
Wow. I can imagine the print. If you have to print that today,
shot some stuff. Yeah.
What those prints would look like, because
I'll send you some photos.
Please.
There's 2 photos that like I hold like high.
From that,
there was one day I was alone sitting in a My City bus, and this lady, she was sitting where he is right now, right? And it was just the back, and she was staring into just the distance.
Yeah.
And again, in Dyce fashion, it was black and white, and I just sat there, got her.
And you shot that.
Yeah, shot that. A still moment.
Yeah, and those are usually the best, the unplanned, in the moment.
You can't see her face. Yeah. You don't know how she's feeling.
I know, right?
It just gets you thinking.
Yo.
What's this? Who is this lady?
But you know, you have to print that. Like, I'm definitely getting to prints this year, dog.
Like,
I like, we have to, we from the city, we just have to collectively do something, man. I just feel there's so much space for us to take up. It's really inspiring each time, you know, I go out and you always see these exhibitions, man.
Yeah.
By everyone else who doesn't really look like us, kind of vibe. Work is great, but it really inspires me, man, to the point of we need to also take up the space, man. Can you imagine out at the waterfront having our pictures out there, dog? Like,
that would be crazy.
At the silo there, you know, we need to be in those spaces, because when I go in, when I've gone into the spaces to view images, I'm really like, yo, man, our work really can live in this space too.
100%.
So I think it's something that we definitely have to do. And just going back to the start time. Now, this is 2020, you say, 2021, at the time when Broke is re-emerging, they're relaunching, right? How is your workflow at the time? So yes, you're shooting for broke. You're still working, but were you doing other projects at the time?
I think I was also just like scared to work with people because like film is expensive. At the time, I thought film was expensive, but it's way more expensive now. But like taking into account the cost of film, having it developed, like how do you price that? That was my main sort of concern at the time.
Yeah.
So I was scared to work with people, and I'd only mainly shoot people that I know and my friends. Basically.
Yes.
So Broke being reimagined or not reimagined, relaunching. Outside of that, it was just again shooting landscapes, shooting street stuff.
Yeah.
Shooting a friend here or there. That was it.
That was at the time.
I think really, I don't want to say shit got serious. Shit got serious like after COVID.
That's
when I think everybody had a sort of like just a sit down with themselves and was like,
damn,
where do we go from here? What do we do?
So COVID comes. Where's your headspace?
COVID comes. We indoors. So I'm just photographing. I did a little series during COVID. I was staying at the job that I work for. They put me in the company that I work for. They put me in a hotel. So I photographed myself.
Wow! So how is that?
I just photographed. I took that small point and shoot the first camera. I took that, just photographed myself. I have like 5 pictures of that time.
Yeah,
the young version of me.
Wow,
just
man!
So you can go back and
reference it. So COVID happens. We come out of COVID. Where is Jason at this time?
At the time,
as a creative, yes, there's work, but from a creative point.
From a creative standpoint, I think everything sort of came to a standstill. You can't shoot this, you can't really shoot your friends. Everybody's inside. That's what we have to do. So I took some time out, and that's when I bought a digital camera.
Oh wow! Okay.
I bought my first digital camera.
And which one was this one?
The one I still have right now. It's a Nikon D750.
Okay.
That my workhorse. Shout out.
Yeah, I used to have I think the D700 at some point. I was before I moved to Sony, I was actually a heavy Nikon person.
Yeah. Also the we get hate. I don't know why. The Nikon hate is the Nikon hate is forced.
For me,
I just want people to know that you're not forcing the hate.
Because for me, my brother used Canon.
Yeah.
And for me, it just made sense to use something else because we were very big on try something else. We're very big on that. So I was like, okay, cool. Since you got Canon and I'll get Nikon. And Nikon was getting flag at the time. But Nikon lenses were expensive, dog. If there's anything I learned about Nikon, that their lens game,
I hear you.
No, that was quite.
You know what? I bought the camera. No lens.
Ooh. And usually that's the thing,
I just bought the body. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do now? I need to shoot.
But that's how you start, right?
And then just with that camera, I bought it. I was going through some stuff, so I didn't shoot for like a year straight. I gave the camera to Jesse. Jesse was using my camera. I think Jesse did mention that in his episode where he just had the camera for a year straight. I didn't feel like shooting. I couldn't shoot anything.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh? It's just crazy how at times stuff like that does happen.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay.
And so for you at the time, when you got back, were you like not inspired? What made you come back at the time?
Jesse told me, like, brother, you have to pick up the camera. Like this is what you're calling. Like, pick the camera up. And I was like, nah. I just need a little bit more time to just do 9 to 5 stuff and just live outside of the creative space. And there was one day where Kane he had a gig. I knew him, but not really as well as I do now. Jesse was supposed to shoot for him. Jesse wasn't okay. Jesse was going through some stuff. Jesse told me, come and shoot Kane. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll come and shoot Kane.
Wow.
Also, that was also one of the he paid me also. I didn't know I was gonna get paid.
Wow.
Kane just
so what's your first paid gig?
No, I've had paid gigs before then, but just in sort of like the artist space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kane was the first one to
Oh man. So this okay, now you're back. So how was that shoot with Kane?
It was great. I think that also solidified our creative relationship and also our friendship.
Yeah.
That was sort of like the start of it. He really liked my work and just my photography. I'm very intentional and intimate. I'd like to think it's all about just being close up.
Yeah.
Because it's me and my 50 mil against the world. Me and that 50 mil, 1.8. We're taking over. So it's just like being close to not only just the artist, but also trying to capture everything around it.
Yeah.
And I think he saw that and he was like, wow, this is amazing. I want this. This is the look that I want going forward. Also, that was also just my introduction to digital.
Yeah.
And I just shot in black and white also because with digital, that was the safest option.
Yes.
I know how to make a good black and white.
Okay.
Color, I was.
Hey, I know, right?
Color,
I know, right?
Like, this is daunting. Leave me alone. Then Ace was like, brother, I see you. Get away from black and white. Do color.
I know. I mean, I guess the black and white route is always, yeah, I know. It's us hard-headed people who do that. I think above all, it's just hard-headed people who do black and white.
Yeah.
We've no business shooting black and white, but here we are.
Nah, but I feel like also black and white it's also just, it adds as a sort of like a way to express yourself.
Yeah.
Like black and white.
Yeah, it's timeless also.
That how you feeling in that time?
Yeah.
Yo, like no other. And just that's where you stay. You live in that, and that's why I'm always like, damn, Dice's work is amazing. That
Thank you.
Living in that black and white space is powerful.
Hey, it's a labor of love, man.
Not a lot of people get it right, but
Yeah.
when you do, shout out.
No, thanks, man. Wow, man. It's just been in the city, and when I look at the work you're currently doing, how are things at? I love the work you guys are doing at OBM. You know, I had Jason here, I'm Jesse here, and at Ben here, man. You guys are doing amazing work. How's that been going at the mill?
The past couple of months have been amazing. It's been a good journey. Just again, like I said, I don't know how it all ties in, but like OBM is like the focal point for all of us.
Yeah, it's the maker for creatives
like
in the city.
How did we all start there? And it's like it's a full circle moment for me. Having, you know, my mom and my uncle take me there, meeting up with the homies. That's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we I've met everybody to the mill, and shout out to your moms, man. You know, like every time I see you, always with your moms, and I really love shooting you guys, man. So shout out to your moms, dog.
Shout out to my moms.
Wow. So OBM, so it's the mecca, man.
Yeah. Right now, it's a fun journey. Like, also, it's definitely pushed myself creatively, and it's just a expedition or display of my sort of abilities in the event space.
Yeah.
So like you'll see, you know how, you know, on a weekend here and there we shoot at like a clubhouse,
yeah.
at a whatever event. Right?
Yes.
That's on a weekend.
Correct.
And now Biscamol is just a recurring thing. So you know it's training the eye,
always
like you know, getting that interaction with people, meeting new people, learning how to just be in the space. Because like when you move through, you'll see like not a lot of people like their picture taken.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot don't.
A lot of people when you're coming with the camera, they're dark. Hit you with the So you have to learn. Read the room. Feel people's energy.
That's correct.
And that's what I love doing. I love getting in the space. I'll do a little dance as I walk through.
That's it.
And if I see, you feeling it, we at the same space. Bah!
And then you stab.
I got you.
Hey, you know, like, and I was like reading people. Like, it's crazy for us photographers. We have to read the room always. Like you said, people just don't like their pictures, you have to.
Yeah, you just at any time you'll just see Dice or Jesse or whoever just standing in the corner with the camera in the head, just
you have to look. You
Looking.
just have to stand and just really study what's going on. You just have to, because that really determines how you move in the crowd, right? But you have to really.
You have to stop and stay.
You have to stop and stay. Yes, the glasses sometimes. The glasses really help, eh?
I'm trying to get into that. Right now, I just shoot with just bare. I don't have no glasses. I need a bare eye.
Because that really also allows, like for me, at least it allows me to pick up those moments. You know, like there are those moments when the audience or the individual or the group of people are so focused in the groove. Like like around 4 at OBM, when Liquid Courage has hit people, when everyone is nice. Ooh, it's different.
At the height of their enjoyment.
Wow, man. And I must say, shout out to everyone at OBM, man. The late Saturdays has really, really, really been great. And just because I like shooting in the dark anyway, so for me, any excuse to shoot at night. Oof.
You and the Sony.
I mean, at night is the thing, and
Batman.
Yeah, exactly. And just shooting that, like, it's just amazing. Of late, and where you at, what's really been inspiring you?
You know what's been inspiring me? Just all times and every time. It's just my friends, man. My friends are my biggest motivators.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, like I said this on a vlog. Like they like we all just trying to chase our dreams.
Yeah, man.
And just to see, I'm very aware. Like I try and be in the moment at
in the
all
moment,
times,
yeah.
and just see what's happening. So I look around, look at my friends. I'm like, yo, these guys are working.
Yeah,
as much as I'm working.
Everybody
they're
is
also
crafting,
working.
yeah.
Like we're trying to get out the hood. We're trying to get our moms out the hood.
That's it. That's
like,
the plan.
So when I see it, it's like, damn, he's going hard. I have to go. That's just as harder. And it's just a friendly competition in all
we need that. The
all
tribe.
spaces.
I mean, look at this. I always believe, man, if we as your tribe, if everyone is winning, you have a group of winners.
100%.
That's it. Within the journeys or within the paths that we're taking or the paths that we're creating, we are all winning. And when a group of winners come together, it's something different and magical, man. So I definitely say you need to definitely be inspired by your tribe, man, because you are also the sum of what's going on around you. You know what they always say? You see a group of people, you are the sum of that. You know, you're the sum of, they say, 3 people around you. So if those 3 people around you are hustling, most likely you're also going to be hustling.
It's just we all hustlers by nature.
Yeah, exactly that. We all, but you know, I would also just take out the word hustling out, man. I strongly believe we're entrepreneurs who are working on our goal to improve our lives and our extended family's lives. What you listening to?
What am I listening to?
Yeah.
Within the last couple of weeks, an album that's really been holding me down is, I'm gonna butcher the name. I think it's Home. It's called Home, if I'm not mistaken, by Kokoroko. Wow. I think that's the name. But it's the album. I think it has hands on it.
Wow.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But
yeah, no. We'll put the link. We'll put the link up.
Has been holding me down. A lot of Gom.
Yeah.
Gom has been holding me down.
Yeah. But
shout out to Surreal Sessions. Shout out to Omakwoka.
Yeah, man. Q too.
Q, Lag. Like in the last year. I've had a spiritual journey.
Yeah, I know. You know, I guess we love piano. I love piano, man. Piano to the world for sure. Too, yeah. I guess with the work that we do, if piano, well, I think we pianoed out, right? So
I don't think so.
I'm pianoed out in the sense that not in a bad way per se, but generally what tends to start to happen in the events, again, it's everyone is predominantly playing the same songs. So the room for creativity is somewhat limited, for lack of a better word. And shout out to Solo too. It's a bit limited. So when Gom does come in, it's really different. I mean, piano has had a good run, dog. It's still on a run. It's still a crazy run. So Gqom becomes that thing like, a breath of fresh air. And especially in the spaces where we hear it, it becomes oh snap, this is something different, right? Because back to back, DJs are just playing piano, piano. And no one is really putting in that work to somewhat remix. I like what Sorrel Sessions is doing with the remixes, right? And that is what I also like, in the sense that they're incorporating newer sounds, or they're remixing popular music right now with that sound. And as one note, but Gqom for me has also been that. Leg, Q.
Yeah. Oof. What like just this, what a sound, man.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Durban. Like,
shout out to Durban, dog.
I've never been. Like I'd love to go. I don't know what's there.
Dude, Durban.
If you're watching this, someone just
Durban is
me
real.
Durban.
I got a chance a while back. I was on the road with Q and DJ Leg, and they were recording in Durban the songs that became Heidi Boss, etc., etc. It was it was before that. Yo, man, it's crazy,
just
man.
To be in that room?
Yo, just being in the room, just the process in getting the music. And there's also this kid. I feel so bad. I just forgot his name, but I'll plug in his name. He's on the Heidi Boss remix. He's the vocalist, the Gqom vocalist. This kid goes hard.
Okay. Please plug me.
Yeah, no, I definitely plug you. And at the time where the headspace was at was incorporating piano elements into Gqom. That's really what they were doing at the time, and that's just become the songs that you can hear that are out now. And my man, those sessions changed my life, dog. Like how when everything's being programmed, half the time you're always starting the song again. You played a few seconds, and just sitting in those sessions was just so crazy. So I would really say go to Durban, dog. Sorry to cut you.
Just one of my goals as a photographer, or one day, not necessarily a goal, but just something that I'd like to tick off my bucket list. It's just to document an artist while they're creating music.
Oh yeah, you should.
That's always music photography is definitely something that I want to do. Or just photographing artists is at the top of
I know you have to
of what I want to do.
Oh man,
then, just to be there. Wow, that's why when you said just being with them in that time, I'm like, wow, what an experience that must have been. Not only is a sort of not new sound, but sounds are being created with song. You also visually you showing us
that
the vibe in that room.
You have to you definitely have to, man. If you you have to. But I think with Coins and Roscoe, Workaholics.
Yeah,
we need to get in the studio with them, man.
Those guys are like night owls. They record at night in the early hours of the morning.
And you know what? I'm Batman, dog. I'm ready for that.
They must just I'll chat to Coins and Roscoe.
Because Coins and Roscoe, I also there's someone else want to shoot. Who's a rapper from Langa.
Who's this?
Raps.
Sim,
yes. He is also one guy I definitely want to reach. I showed him at the cave.
Yeah.
And I was just going through those visuals, and I was like, yo, man, he's a rock star. Yeah. Proper. And even D.
Yeah.
Yeah, D, I definitely want to.
Shout out.
Yeah, I didn't want to shoot in the studio. And Internet Girl.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Internet.
Also, you cook there with Internet. I feel like you should do music, like a tour. Internet Girl.
I need to. No, I definitely need to. If anyone, I need to shoot is Internet Girl. The first time I ever met them when I had my Rika GR, and some years back, and just before COVID, I think. No, was it before COVID or after COVID? Somewhere there, but man, those images changed my life. I was like, "What, this kid, dog?" Yeah. And I've just been in love with what they do. I just love their energy and their aesthetics, man. Yeah. So they're also a group I feel like we should definitely be in the studio with. But I think overall, Jason, we should just shoot everybody in the city, man.
That's what we're doing already.
Yeah, man, we just shoot everyone in the city, man. So
that's our jobs.
Wow. Are there any artists in Cape Town that you like?
That I want to shoot?
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that one. Probably, I think internet girl. I'd love to shoot internet girl.
Yeah, man.
Who else? There's this artist. I think her name is Sinai. I might get it wrong.
Yeah.
I might be butchering it, but I'd love to photograph her.
Wow.
Who else?
And then the new kids, man.
There's like, it's gonna.
It just comes. Yeah, it just I guess it just comes, man, because I've been meeting these new kids, Alex, I also got a chance to shoot for Alex earlier on in his career, and was pushing even Ivy. Yeah, Ivy, she dope. I think overall, we just need to just document as much as we can in the city, man. And your favorite places to eat in town?
Favorite places to eat? Damn, I you know what? I'm not gonna get bashed, but I'm a fast food guy.
Man, that's it. We live outside, right?
We live outside. We live off the road.
Yeah, I mean, where else do we eat at?
I'd love my mom's cooking, but
yeah, but we just live on the road.
Favorite place to eat at? I love oysters at Clark's.
I see that.
I love oysters at Clark's.
Hey, but Clark's, the burgers at Clark's.
Dough is good. Dough has some good pizza. Pizza shared. Where else?
There's a place that you guys always go to. Oh, see you guys on. I think it's just over here, Ronnie Bosch East. They sell Gatsby's and OT did a fly. Wembley, yes, Wembley, yes.
Yeah, that's around the corner from Jesse.
Yes, exactly, yeah, at Wembley. And I was like, oh my word, that is.
Have you been?
Yeah, but no, yeah,
Okay,
I've been there.
Okay, yeah.
No, actually, I've been there. On one of my Friday halal runs with my mates. Yeah, I mean that's how I found out about the place, because at the time I was working in Ronnie Bosch behind the Pick and Pay side, and that was my when we had birthdays and lunches, whichever. Wembley Square that spot was the place where we had to kind of get food for my colleagues. So that's how I also came across the place. I'm like, wow. I just love the fact that there's a new cool that your guys brought to it, and
I don't. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
I don't think I like we brought any cool to it. That place Wembley has such great history.
Yeah.
Just where it's based, where it's situated.
Yeah, not true.
In Athlone. Also, like the food is
and then the food is dope.
good.
Yeah.
Like on a weekend, they like I think on a Friday and a Saturday, like Saturday evenings or Friday evenings, you just pull up there with your car.
Yeah.
Like not the kids, but like the guys would pull up in their Hondas,
Yeah.
their GTRs.
But that's
like
that's how you bring the cool.
Stuff.
That's how you bring the cool back.
What?
That's how you bring the cool back, man. Like OT he did one of the, and I was like, yo, man, you have embodied it so much, because how else, that if there's anything I really love is I like history. I was that kid who had rap magazines from the 90s.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because I had big brothers. Like, just to give you context, as late as I had brothers. In 1990, I had brothers who were 24.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
monk.
yeah, to get my point. I had brothers, and they were like 10, 11 years to 15 years older than I was, right? At the 1990. So I always had hip hop. I always had drum machines, sampling machines. But hip hop was really entrenched in my life from very, 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 very early, just due to the fact I had big brothers. They listened to NWA. They listened to when hip hop from the 80s, like into that. But one thing that was there was just magazines. There's a lot of content that was there. And the one thing that we see today, man, especially our historical points, it's the creatives of the time were very instrumental in positioning of establishments or of brands, whether it's Tupac wearing Timberlands, whether it's who's this guy from the Wu-Tang Clan wearing Tommy Hilfiger, you know what I'm trying to say?
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick, yeah, man, exactly that, right? Yeah. And you're just going to the space. Yes, it's a food outlet, but making it cool, man. And many brands struggle with cool. Because how do you define cool?
Yeah.
Right? But you guys have just gone in and made it historically and creatively relevant within the space and the context of the city of Cape Town. So shout out to you guys, man. When you guys are moving, man, like we move at night and that's it. We move at night. I cook dinner 10 p.m., bro. I'm cooking dinner 10 p.m., bro. 1 a.m. I'm eating dinner. Wow. We just move different.
What life is this? What life are you living? What life are we living?
I don't know, man. Like, how you finding the space in the city, though? Like, I mean, how you feeling about the city and what the city has?
Man, the city is just, it's like, you know how, it's, you know, the American story about how you live in a small town.
Yeah.
And you go to a big
the big city.
That's where you make it.
Yeah.
So like, I see it. I saw it the same way. Like, I need to be in the city.
Yeah.
To that's where it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
For me,
that's it.
And I'm grateful it did happen, or it's happening.
Okay.
Just being in town, it's inspiring.
Like you guys are in the gardens, right?
Book up.
Yeah.
Book up. In the heart of everything. I could literally walk to work.
Yeah.
You know, Book Up in itself is
historically,
so rich in culture.
True.
And just to feel that and be there, it's amazing. Just on New Year's, like literally outside my house, we had the Klopse.
Oh man! And I've always missed work. Has always somewhat made me miss that event. Work.
It's just you should document.
Yeah, I have to. But it's crazy how it's just always work is always limited. But I need to intentionally make an effort to shoot there.
Yeah.
Because wow, I see the images, and I'm always like, I always have a way I want to shoot it, and I was like,
I hope you get it.
Yeah.
I pray you get it.
And I have to. No, I know definitely. I have to. So how's that been like for you living in Book Up in the city? How's it been like for you as a creative?
As a creative, it's definitely pushed me to just get out there and do more. Like I was saying early on, you know, I tend to just be in a comfort space and you know, just shoot your friends, shoot your homies here and there. Now it's like you're not in the same space anymore. You have to do more. You know, you have we previously I had bills to pay, but now it's a little bit more serious. We have a, you know, put clothes on our backs.
Yeah, exactly. Rent must be paid, man.
We have rent to pay. There's kids at home.
Yeah, that internet is free.
There's kids at home, man.
There's kids at home.
But need to eat.
Looking at you like, yo, I need a pair of Snickers.
Huh?
I mean, the kids were looking at you like, yo, your uncle, some Snickers.
Yeah, the kids see you. Damn, you got those Nikes on. Now you have to like, ish. Now I'll get you a pair. Just give me time.
See, being an uncle is not easy. You see now.
Yeah, my niece just sent me a text earlier on. She's like, hey Jason, if you can, please get me like this lip balm from Sephora.
Yo.
I'm like, damn.
Yo.
Like, who does she think I am?
The niece is texting, like,
bruh. Like, get me lip gloss from Sephora. I'm like, damn, I have to do that for
you. But these are also the blessings, dog. You know, sometimes
100%. This is what we prayed for.
This is what we pray for, man. We just pray that, you know, the people around us can rely on us from that perspective and just make a difference for them, man. And I really believe that we're not going to lose, man. With the energy that we have and with the focus we have on the city, there ain't no way we're going to lose, man.
No way. You know that meme of, it's not a meme, that there's like this picture of Kanye.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Like,
yes.
It says with God's blessing, there's no
way I'm going to lose. Yes, there is no way. Like, we can't lose, man, being in the city, man. And just to wrap it up, Jason, what would you like to leave us with, man?
Hey, man. I think the best advice that I can leave anybody with is, and that I've just picked up as in 2024 and 2023, is just chase your dreams. Don't be scared. You're probably gonna be scared, but like just push through that. Push through the fear. You know, you can. We such a big community. I know that people in Cape Town, maybe, you know, pretentious. This is how we perceive as pretentious, cliquey in this space. But there is genuine people that are around, and you just need to find yourself in the right space. I'm here. Uncle Dyce shedding light on our culture and individuals such as myself, which I'm really grateful for. So just chase your dreams. Don't let anybody hold you back. You're amazing. Yeah, man.
With this, yeah, man. No, thank you for the love, man. No, Jason, thank you once again, man. But before we go, I have one question.
Yeah, for sure.
Your Instagram handles, you've got two.
Yeah.
Is one for trapping? The other one is for what's going on there, man?
Trapping and rapping. Man. Trapping and rapping. Nah, I just thought that I'd have the two separately. This was when I started. I thought I'd have the two separately, and it's worked so far.
Okay, so just for everybody, just differentiate the two elements. Is one personal and one is sort of like showcasing the work?
Yeah. So one showcases or houses. It's a visual journal, which I call it.
Okay. I like that visual journal.
The other one is just for people to see me. I'll post some pictures, some of my work now and then. Depends how I feel, but like that's where the work is housed.
Yeah.
And there'll be a website hopefully this year coming soon.
No, man, that's definitely dope.
If you follow me, shout out. Just keep an eye.
No, definitely, man. We're gonna shout it out. We're gonna punt it out and take it to the top.
Sorry to cut. Oh, the two. It's disposable.
Yes.
The three.
Yes.
And then disposable memories. That's the.
Yeah, no, I will showcase both, definitely, man. No, Jason, man, once again, thank you very much for being here, dog. Yeah. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for being the person that you are. You are always a very integral part in the city, man. You always are documenting. The work that you do is very important, dog. So don't stop the work.
Thank you, man. Keep
going. You're blessed. And yeah, man, just want to send you some love. And above all, I love you, King.
I love you, my king. I love you, my king. That's a new hashtag. You know that hashtag? It's just that's what we say to one another.
I love you, man.
Sometimes you just tell your bro, I love you, my king.
Yeah, man.
I love you. Keep going.
Keep going. That's it, man. We always have to lead with love. Yeah. And that's all, man. No, Jason, thank you once again for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
And that's all from us. I'm Uncle Dyce, aka Malume. And this has been another episode of Creative Lens with Jason in the house. We out. Peace.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.